Everybody, welcome back. Today we're playing another game of League of Legends. I am the Strategy Professor, and this is part of an ongoing series where I play the vast majority of my games solo queue in the quest for Diamond. I've been Platinum 1 for the last 3 or 4 seasons. Well, I guess 3 of the last 4 seasons. Last season I didn't quite get to Platinum 1. The highest I got was Plat 4. And I got the gold border because the cutoff was in November when I had huge exams, and then I ended up getting up to Platinum 4 before January, which is when the ELO reset was, if you're curious about that strange discrepancy there. But yeah, running Janna again. Janna was a really late pick here. I think I was the last pick, but just everything about these matchups just screams Janna. Janna's extremely good with Jinx. Janna's good with Kindred. You can blow them out of the ultimate so they don't get the heal. You could blow Fiddlesticks out if he jumps in. You can interrupt Leona with your Q. What else? I mean, you can't really do anything about Olaf, but nobody can really. I mean, your shield helps against Olaf for sure. Yeah, you can get an Aegis really early to help deal with Annie because you're not, and Fiddlesticks because you're not going to be taking a lot of auto attacks. You don't need to get armor. Yeah, it's just a match made in heaven for this lineup. So hopefully we can execute. But yeah, Janna just fits like a glove with this lineup. She's fits in almost any lineup. She's very good. But as long as you have higher scaling, that's really the key, I think. Because I've been trying to think, what are the limitations of Janna? What's she not good at? She's not good at engage and picking people off. So as long as your team has higher scaling, particularly at the ADC role, Janna's a great pick. Going with this. These 3. And there we go. So, I have had people ask, well, why don't I go for, Frost Queen's claim with Janna? Isn't the AP better? Aren't the ghosts better? Don't you get more money off of that early on? Well, yes and no. So, that's a few different things that I need to unpack here. So, you don't get as much money if you're playing the lane the correct way, which means you shouldn't be auto-attacking that much with Janna in lane. It's not worth it. She has extremely short range. She does almost no damage, even if you put the shield on her, and you have to get up so close to auto-attack that even if they do nothing, even if they just take your auto-attack, you're going to get hit back by the minions because you don't have a ton of armor and armor scaling. Then you're going to take almost as much damage as they take with auto-attacks. Now, factor in the fact that, well, they can actually catch you, usually, and engage on you when you walk up for an auto-attack. You can get ganked a lot easier if you walk up for an auto-attack. And so you're just, really, there's no benefit to auto-attacking that much. And so if you're not auto-attacking, now, I mean, obviously, if they're low, if you have them at like half health or something, and you're trying to push them back with your AD carry, of course auto-attack. But I'm just assuming that lanes are even, and that, people are just kind of farming and doing just some casual poke. But yeah, so you're not going to get more money with the first part of the Frost Queens rather than the coin item because you're not going to be safely able to auto attack a lot. Also, you need that healing in lane because Janna has no other way to heal herself. So when you take some of this poke from other people, then the coin item helps with that. And it gives you CDR, which is one of the most important stats on Janna. So you're going to get the most money with the coin item. It gives you CDR. Yes, in the mid game, it's not going to be as good, because you're not going to have any AP, and the health regeneration falls off. It's not as good later in the game, because your maximum health is going to be a lot higher. But it scales into the item that gives your entire team a speed boost, which is extremely powerful, and I think it's better than the ghosts in a lot of situations. So that's why I go for the coin item. Also, the tier 2 item is just fine. It's great. You get a lot of gold throughout the entire game with it, and it gives you that little bit of regeneration and CDR that you need. You can just stop at the 500 gold item and go get something else like an Aegis if you want to. So I'm a huge fan of the coin item on Janna. Not on many other supports, but on Janna I am, because she needs all of its stats. And you definitely get my Q here so that I can interrupt Leona. So That's one thing, you know, people say, well, you can't get aggressive. You have to win lane, win game with Janna. Here's the thing. You win if you don't die with Janna because she scales so much harder than everybody else. You don't have to do anything fancy to win. And she is okay with ganks. Like, she has enough shielding and, you know, with her tornado and things like that. Like, she's pretty good with ganks, too. And her trading is pretty intense. Like, it's really hard to out-trade a Janna. Like, if both ADCs are sitting there just shooting at each other, she's going to be really good. Just, if you've never played against a Janna... Oh, dang it, she got it. That's so annoying how they can control the bush like that with her, but... whatever. Okay, well, Jinx got it in there, I guess. I think it was just because Ashe chipped in a shot is why they were able to get it. I'm not 100%. But I thought if I dropped it tornadoed, then I could stop her from clearing it. Maybe that's false. So when you're playing against something like a Leona that has really... well, Leona specifically, you need to be lined up with the Jinx so that you can cast your tornado in a straight line and stop Jinx from advancing. Or not Jinx, Leona from advancing. You need to be close. Oh, well, I totally whiffed that one. Messed that up. That was a good play. That was a very good play. I'll give him that. Very, very good. So that's my buddy there that I dueled with. I am dueling this game. As I said, I don't duel a lot, but sometimes I do. I mean, I have friends. I have friends that I like to play with, too. So I do duo sometimes, but only with people that are about my elo or higher. You know, if someone wants to duel with me that's Platinum 1 or Diamond. He's just hilarious, too. I've been friends with this guy for probably like 5 years. Online, I don't know him in real life. But I've been playing League of Legends with him, and we started off playing StarCraft 2 together for about 5 years, and he's a trip. It's a little greedy to get this instead of a Sightstone right now because there's a good chance they're going to come campus. But yeah, I mean, he's always been hilarious, and he's kind of been like on the cusp of being very good. You know, like he's had the talent. He's had the talent. He just sometimes he doesn't have the patience, and he used to when he was younger, he used to, you know, have a bit of a temper, and I think that would hold him back a lot. But now that he's a bit older, a bit more mature, he still is great funny self, but now he has the patience, the maturity to make some better judgment calls and not lose his temper when things aren't going well. So, you know, that's a big part of why he's up at Platinum, and he could definitely go higher. So I totally messed up that tornado last time. And I do want to let him teleport. This is why I don't play Leona also. She's so easy to gank. Like, if someone teleports in or the jungler shows up or whatever, when you engage, you are in a bad place. We'll put it that way. I'll throw in one auto there. You know, every now and then I throw an auto in, but I'm watching Kindred. She's moving over. She's trying to go get that mark. We just hit it. Okay, we hit 6 first, because we got kills. But we can't really capitalize on it that much. I mean, Jinx and... Yeah, they're gonna... I couldn't really go up much further than that. I mean, I wanted to make a play on it, but they're so close, and we don't know where their jungler is, so I just really didn't want to... You know, if they weren't going to commit to us in the middle of the lane, I didn't really want to mess with that. And now we know their flashes are down, so... We need Leona to engage, though. Kindred's just owning that jungle. Kindred's still pretty good. And people have quit playing her, but I still think she's good. Need to try to get a ward in here. Okay, so now Caston can come down if he wants to. Where was that? Oh, this top lane. Okay. It was that? Okay. Everybody TPing in. Oops. I need to be careful, this is getting weird. Okay, Jinx got the aggro somehow. That was awkward. I thought I would get it. I needed to stand closer to make sure I got it because it now targets the closest person. I was just trying not to get it because I don't have armor, but me getting it is better than Jinx getting it. I need this first. I'm not gonna go crazy. I want boots. Like, I could just go and get that item right off the bat, but I don't think we need that. I mean, it's good. I think I'm gonna go for this. Jinx seems pretty capable, and I just want to be able to knock out towers faster, so that helps. Also, you know, I can put it on Kindred. Very good on Kindred as well. I think both of her double shots proc it. The item that I never can remember the name of, Ardent Sensor. I'm like this old guy that already forgets everything. Yeah, I do have to be very careful because Jinx is super frail by herself. I don't have my ult, so I need to watch out for that. How are we looking on CS? 85 to 79, so about even, I guess, on CS, but I need to be careful with Fiddlesticks. He's could very easily be around here. So Leona is very good if they get the gank. She's not very good if I have the gank, but she's very good if they have the gank. Yeah, so I wanted to wait for Fiddle to flash in there and try to get his ult going before I used mine. Stay behind, make sure I'm the one that doesn't get hooked, and if they want to hook Jinx, I can peel for her and shield her. Fiddlesticks is not here, or he would be in that bottom bush, so we're okay with that. Is that a pink? I didn't see. I think they just swept it. Could have been a pink. That was a nice crit. Oh, it is a pink. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I saw that coming. I mean, we can't rotate and do anything. Gotta watch out for their fiddlesticks, though. No. Because their jungler's alive and ours isn't, so obviously Smite's gonna win, that's why I'm backing up there. Yeah, grab this, 2 pinks. Good. Who's fed over there? Fiddlesticks and Annie have a couple kills each. So I probably need to get an Aegis here soon. Right after I get this item I'm currently getting, we'll get Aegis. Or so. Yeah, I think he silenced us. Yeah, he doesn't have his ult either. I should have just done it before. I didn't notice he didn't have his ult either. I mean, using mine is better than using his, I think. This is on the dangerous side for sure. But I know we have Kindred coming, so he should be able to ult here, I think. Oh, jeez, does he not have his ult? He might be able to clean this up. Very nice. Yeah, he had his ult. He just didn't use it fast enough, I guess. Or maybe it was on cooldown and now it's not. I don't know. Jesus, so good at taking towers. Get the tower, get the tower, get the tower. Oh, I forgot we have that Drake too, so I just naturally heal up a lot.
With ease.
Yeah, I'm not making that mistake again. I'll just use it faster. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and exhaust. She's obviously gonna use her thing there, so. Not a waste at all. Bottom tower is getting pretty beat up, but I think we can deal with that. Need to get back over here. I'm not gonna get blown up by Annie running in that bush. I ain't the one. Okay, she's over there in mid lane. Jeez, this game is just a massacre, it feels like. Last couple of minutes. I'll put it up anyways. It's got some good Janna play in it, I think. I made that one mistake of being too greedy with my ult, but... what do I even want? I want this first. Go for this, I guess. What do I need? 850? Can I? I don't think I can wait around to buy it. I hate leaving that much on the table, though. Go ahead and sell this. Yeah, I can't wait on that. I'll get this, though. He's tearing the club up with that build. Pretty good. Let's listen to that song. I do like some old school hip hop. It's pretty awesome. What do 3-6 Mafia tear the club up? It's awesome. I'm from Tennessee. 3-6 is great. I like Bone Thugs and Harmony too. I like Tupac. I know we have lots of international viewers that probably have no idea who these people are, but I think it's interesting rap. It's fun. I mean, I like other things. I'm just really weird. I like house music. I love Cafe Del Mar. I like jazz. I love classical music. I like all kinds of music. All right. Well, I suppose I'll do another one here. We'll just play till we don't win anymore. I could definitely use some elo, and it seems like he's on it. I don't think he carried me by any means, but I thought he did very well, and I think we worked very well together. It is nice to have a duo. I don't do it on this channel a lot, but the main, it's kind of cool to try to do it on your own, but one of the main reasons is I just don't have a lot of friends that are around my elo. Like, a lot of my friends are either much lower or much higher. But it is nice to deal with people if you know they're a good, reliable player that are, the person is around your elo. Because then you have one person on your team, at least, who is going to, do well every game. For the most part, at least a high number of games. We all have bad games, but you have someone reliable that you can count on. And that just takes, if there's 4 random people on your team, that takes 25% of uncertainty out of there. Because at least that one person is going to be there. So you might win up to 25% more games, potentially. If you're always a solid player, that person's always a solid player. You're taking, one variable out of the equation. And it's great. Like, this person's not even a bot laner. He's a jungler. So we don't even play in the same lane, but it still is useful. Because I know he's reliable. And he's really stepped his game up quite a lot, so I'm proud of him. Like I said, he's always had the talent. He's always been a good player. It's just, mastering the mental aspect of the game. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. We'll play another game. I'm going to play a few with this guy while I have him here. And see if I can get a bunch of games. And then I'll just stockpile them. Then I'll do some more Total War later on tonight, and then I'll just release some of these slowly over time. It's always nice to have a stockpile of videos. Like, sometimes they become irrelevant if they make major patch changes, so I don't want to stockpile too many. But I like to have some in case I need to grade a huge stack of papers, or just some major project comes up, or I go on vacation or something, just so that I have things that I can release to you, even if I don't have time to make fresh videos that particular day. So, and sometimes, you know, if you request something, if you request a certain champion, or you know, ask that I try a certain build or play a certain way, if I don't do it right away, it's not necessarily because I'm ignoring you or not taking your advice. It's just because I might be trying to run through 10 stockpiled videos that I have first before I can actually implement the conversation that we have in comments. So don't take it personally if I don't, you know, immediately implement the things that you're asking in the games. I might just have a backlog of games. So, thank you very much. That's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed this, check out the other videos. We have a ton of League of Legends on the channel. We have a ton of Total War Warhammer. If you're interested in that, at least check out the quick battles. I think I explained it pretty well. They're a lot of fun. Even if you don't know a lot about the game, I still think those can be quite interesting to watch. We also have legendary campaigns going for Total War Warhammer, so you get good fights every episode, no auto-resolve abuse, no assassinating lords on the campaign map, nothing that I think would give us an unfair advantage over the AI. You know, they're very challenging campaigns, and they're a lot of fun, and we're pretty deep in each one of those. And I update those about every other day, you know, so for instance, if you really like the dwarfs, I'll update the dwarfs about every other day, but something gets updated every day. So I always release 3 to 5 videos every day. So it might not be your favorite campaign that gets updated every day, but I try to keep up with it at least every other day. Just because different people have different favorites, and I'm trying to do 5 at the same time, which is crazy. Like, I don't know many other YouTubers that try to do 5 campaigns with League of Legends, with multiplayer, all at the same time. You know, that's 7 different video series that are going on simultaneously. So that's just a ton of content. So if you enjoy the content, speaking of which, please consider, you know, leaving some comments, some likes, subscribe. Anything you can do that interacts with the videos really helps out a ton. And if you find yourself, you know, watching 5, 10, 20 videos, consider subscribing. That's it. You know, of course, I would not want you to subscribe off of just watching one video. But if you watch a bunch of them and you really like the content here, then help support it. You know, just one click. It's really simple, and it just, the most important thing is it shows other people that we have quality content on this channel. People that might be looking for, you know, the type of commentary that I give, the type of way that I play the game, that look for in-depth analysis from the support point of view. There's not a lot of that out there on YouTube, and so the more subscribers that we get, the better. Because, you know, if I originally have like, you know, 20 or 50 subscribers, not a lot of people click on it. Now that I think I just hit 200 today, some more people might be like, well, maybe there's some good stuff there. And then eventually, if I get over 1,000 and keep moving up, then people say, hey, there's actually good stuff here, and they'll come and check it out. So every little step helps a ton. So thank you very much. It's going to be it for this video. As always, it's a pleasure broadcasting for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful evening.